She watch
on my Instagram, all on my Twitter page.
Retweet, duck face on me.
She on her timeline,
she lurk
on her Instagram,
taking pics,
all on her Twitter
them
page.
pretty lips. Duck face on me.
She on my timeline,
she
my
watch
timeline, my Instagram, my Instagram, my Twitter page, my Twitter page.
Duck face on me.
Her timeline, her Instagram, her Instagram, her Twitter page, her Twitter page.
Duck face on me.
On my timeline, my timeline, my Instagram, my Instagram, my Twitter page, my Twitter page.
Duck face on me.
On her timeline.
Whoa, nah. What's going on with y'all, man, out there in the world? Y'all are just tuned in to the Man versus Woman, man, and I'm one of your hosts, the boy Suave.
And I'm your girl, Lena Love.
And we are here to give you another episode, season 3, season 3. You know what I'm saying? Tres. I got to roll that tongue. Got to roll it like tres. Man, so if y'all want to, go ahead and follow us on Twitter. Mine is at Climax with a K. Suave Polo. Lena is at _Lena Love 18. And hit us up on Twitter, man. Follow us and see what's up with us, man. Now, also, I want to say that we are now live on all platforms of podcasting, man. So you can get those links if you missed this live right here. Click on the link down below in the description, man. iHeartRadio, Spotify, all of them, you name them, it's on there, man. So catch the shows and other shows, past shows, that if you missed this show or the other shows. So, man, I definitely want to bring this man to the stage. He's a good brother, man. We've been through some gaming together, got to know each other a little bit, man, joking around. This guy is funny, man. I think he should be a comedian, to be honest, to do some stand-up, but, you know, who knows? He may be working on it now. I'm going to bring him to the stage now. Mayne Gang, our Mayne's Worlds. We're going to get into that, though. Boy, Mayne.
Hey, you know what's crazy, man? I actually have been working on some stand-up material, to be honest, actually.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I have. It's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, so that's funny that you mentioned that, man. But what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I'm really happy to be here, really honored to be here, and man, just to be able to be in, to be asked to come to the show and be a guest, it means a lot. So I appreciate y'all both. So thank you for that.
Oh, for sure, man. Dude, you're a man of many talents, man. A jack of all trades is what they used to say back in the old days.
Yes,
sir. So when we was getting to know you and listen to all these things, man, you sent me a long list. I was like, wow, this dude here, man. Is this
man.
A superhero, dude? This
nah,
is a
man.
superhero.
Nah, man. What up, Simply Fine? How you doing, man?
What up, SPG?
Yeah, man. You know what? It's crazy. And I talked to, I mentioned that I don't really like to talk of myself that much. I'm not really much of a guy who likes to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I get much from that. You know what I mean? I'd rather listen to other people talk about themselves and add some stuff. But I have a couple things that I do or that I like to do. I'm interested in. So I'm glad that you asked that question because it made me think a lot about some stuff. So I'm glad that you did inquire and be like, no, we need to get some stuff. So we can talk about it. So
right, man.
I appreciate that.
So look, I want to just straight out the blocks, man.
Yeah.
Do you think Tupac's still alive, bro? Do you think he's still alive, bro?
Man,
Michael Belly, bro.
Man, let me tell you something, man. I was living in Inglewood when that album came out, and like for a while, I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was still alive. Really? He gone, dog. He ain't in Chile. He ain't in Spain. He ain't in Cuba. He gone. My man's gone. Okay. It hurt LA. It hurt the music world, but he gone. He gone.
That's just the end of it, man.
That's it. Let him rest.
That man gone. Let him rest.
If you think if it was Tupac and he would let them put a hologram out there and not be like, hell no, if you want me, you gonna get the real thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, come on, man. Tupac
right.
Gone.
Hey, Zach agree, man. He definitely got.
Can you guys close the door, please? Because Josie just opened it up, and I can hear you guys in the back of our show.
Oh, somebody gonna get
somebody in trouble.
And you
But
better do it too.
It's funny 'cause I'm sorry.
Now, you
you good?
need me to come over there? Because listen, whoever it is, if you acting a fool,
Say that,
I'll come
and then
over
it
there.
wasn't the entire time.
Huh?
No, like
I'll come
I
over there
honestly,
and shut it down.
my laptop's glitching, so
Oh, you all right? You all
Oh,
right?
you good? You good? You know we're gonna keep
I
rolling.
love Digimon.
Digimon. Dude, you stupid, man. So look, getting into it until Lena get back on, man. So you love a large amount of music, man. Different
Yeah,
types of music, and
yeah,
it's
man.
crazy, man. Different varieties, man. You was
Mhm.
like you like folk and what I'm saying,
Yeah,
blues and I
yeah,
get that classical, man, and you
yeah,
like operas.
yeah.
What got you into the arts, man? Like what
opera.
got you into
Okay.
that?
So my family is my mom sings and my stepdad he sings, plays the piano. Both raised in church, so I was raised in church, and just not just the church aspect of it, but just I've always been fascinated with sounds, and
Hmm.
I've always loved sounds. I've always loved to make noises and create my own music. And let me tell you something, I get it, police officers, I get it's an emergency, but come on now, but being rude. But I've always loved sounds, and I've always been drawn to just music and composing music. And I'll be to this day, I'll still be sitting there and I'll start drumming on something on my chest or my thighs or something. Just always love music, but I think it's always been something with me since I've been little, and I've even been singing since I was like probably like 3 or 4. I've been singing, so just music's always been that constant. Like out of everything else, I could always rely on music, and so I've always just went around to different sounds. And if I heard something that was different over here, I'll gravitate towards that, and I just ended up collecting a whole bunch of just interest in a lot of different music.
Nice, man. Shoot, dude.
That's
Oh man.
cool.
Let me ask you this: what about
Yeah.
theater? Like you like plays as well?
You know what I do? I remember seeing The Lion King at Pantages Theater, when I was little, and I loved it. But the reason why I never pursued it is because I have massive stage fright. So it's
Mm.
like I never pursued that all the way. It was just more like I appreciate it from afar, but I had to get the courage to say like, okay, maybe one day I can do this. So it's like I've
Hmm.
always wanted to act maybe or to write some stuff, but that when I was younger, that aspect was just difficult to me. So give me a second. Somebody is at the door, and I
Go for it.
unfortunately have to go for that.
Go for it, man.
I apologize. I'm so
No,
sorry.
no, no, no.
It's
Go
a-
ahead. Handle your business, man. Lena, did you get everything fixed on your end?
My thing is always gonna be glitching, which I mean I can still hear you guys though, like no problems. Like
Okay.
listening to you guys talk is no problem. Um, it's just the like seeing you guys on
Oh,
my end looks like it's lagging, if that makes sense.
the great thing about podcasts, though, we only need the audio.
I
We
know,
only
which is
need the
great, but
audio.
on YouTube you can't even tell. So
It's cool. It's cool. That's why we, prepare for all this. What did you want to ask, Mayne? Lena?
um, it's my turn to ask questions now. You're done talking.
Yeah, go for it, man. Go for it.
um, so I heard that you like things like anime and cooking. Like, what inspired you, when it comes to cooking?
You know what? I've always been obsessed with traveling. I've
Mhm.
never been able to travel abroad, and I've always wanted to. And so, growing up, I felt like if I couldn't get there physically, maybe I could do that
Mhm.
by cooking and learning different types of just foods. Whether I've cooked Brazilian food before or Japanese food, just that was my way of traveling, was just to be able to say, okay, well, what is the sites, or how could I get some from a Brazilian dish that would bring me closer to Brazil? What could I eat that
Yeah.
would bring me closer to Italy? And that's my way of kind of like traveling for now. But and that's another thing I've always been interested in cooking. I remember I used to be like, I was the weird kid. And what I mean by that is all my friends were out playing. I probably like 6 or 7, maybe even no 9. I'm watching Emerald Lagasse. I'm watching cooking shows and just all sorts of things. And I've always just been fascinated with that and being able to, I think maybe it's the creator in me, right?
Yeah.
It's expression, it's art, and you're taking some things that are, stationary or something on their own, and then you're bringing them together to create something new. And I
Oh
think that's
man,
something that I love about that too.
dude, you making me hungry.
Yeah.
You making me hungry.
Listen,
Right?
that's not weird. It's not weird at all to be that, that kid. I was that kid.
Oh, okay, okay.
Cooking is a passion for me. So,
Mm.
I've always wanted to go to college just to be a culinary chef and things like that. So that's not weird to me at all. Like I still
Okay.
watch cooking shows to this day, and that's what I enjoy doing. So
Me too.
it's not
Me
weird
too.
at all.
Okay, well, good.
Yeah,
We
I'm gonna
have that
tell
in
you. I'm
common.
gonna tell you something that's weird. I'm gonna tell you something weird. When you got a younger brother that can break down a car and then put it back together and make it into a transformer, yeah. See, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? He created a
That,
Decepticon. You know,
that boy need
that's
to go to
weird.
MIT. What he need to do?
You know that boy right there is good with his hands, man. I'm
Yeah,
telling
what
you.
he did.
I got you, bro. I got you, Rasheem. I got you, bro. Just hit me up on Twitter, and I got you, man, for sure. So look, check this out, man.
Yeah.
We talked about this one time on one of your live streams, man.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know now that I got you on the show, on this show. I need those recipes to that tea, man.
I knew it.
Give me your best
I
one,
knew
the
it. Okay.
best one, man.
So my go-to tea is called a London fog tea, and I make mine a little bit different than most. It actually comes from London or the UK, and what it is it's a Earl Grey tea, but specifically this Earl Grey tea has notes of lavender, and it's very calming and relaxing. And literally, to make a London fog tea, and now it's going to sound a little bougie, but this you can do this with all sorts of different ways. But of course, you get your tea, and then of course your hot water. You steep it. You get your hot water. You steep the tea, and then on another, I have a milk frother. And what I do is I add some milk. It could be any kind of milk. And then I add a syrup that's like a vanilla syrup, or if you want, you can just add sugar and some vanilla extract. And what you'll do is you will kind of like use if you're using a mixer, like I have a frother, it will spin around. So you hit the switch, it spins around. It makes this nice, rich froth and foam. And when it's done, you just pour that over. If it's sweet enough, you pour that over. You give it a little stir. It has this nice little full body taste to it. It's nice and smooth and relaxing and calming. And that's like my go-to as far as a hot drink. That's it. That's always it. That's it. That's
Nice.
all it is, man.
That
Man, now
sounds
that
interesting.
I got
It's
your
really good.
ingredient, bro.
And that's all it is. Just tea. So the Earl Grey tea with it's actually, you know what I can do? I can let me see if I can. Do you mind if I get the I can show you
Go
the
for it.
actual tea that I actually use so that way you can see it, because I want to
Go
make
for
sure
it.
that I don't want to hear like, oh, we couldn't find the tea. I don't know what you're lying to me.
Oh,
I
I love
don't
Earl
want.
Grey tea. That's one of my favorite teas.
And it's actually Tivana, so you can find that at the store. So I'll get that for you, and I'll show you. I'll show you. Just get this. I'm
Go for it, man.
just running my mouth. Good
Nice.
God Almighty.
That is crazy, man. Y'all here. We're getting y'all ingredients to different recipes and stuff, man. And you know, we're gonna hook y'all up on a man versus woman, brother. You know, everybody out there.
Listen, we get recipes going.
All right, here we go. Here we
Man,
go. So this is the tea.
Okay.
That's it.
Tivana.
That's it. And
Huh.
you use that, put that in there. This is what they look like. They have a nice little interesting shape. It's kind of like triangular with this loose leaf. So you have the actual, actual tea things in here, the actual lavender and the pieces of tea. And I'm telling you, it's man. I start my day and I end my day with it.
I heard that, man.
oh wow,
Hey,
okay.
shout out to the chat, man. Thank y'all all for
Yeah,
stopping
what's up,
by, man. I
chat?
see Chariot in this thing. I got
What
Prince in this
my man
thing.
Sherry?
We got Lo-Fi in this thing, man. We
Hey,
all
low
we all
five.
good,
What up?
man.
What
We
up?
got
What up?
SVG,
What up?
you
What
know.
up?
So I wanted to ask you this.
Yeah,
Now, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of your YouTube, man. I'm a
appreciate
fan.
that, man.
It went from main games
Uh-huh.
in this thing to Maine's world. What
Yes,
what
sir.
what happened, man? Why you change it?
So the reason why I changed that is that it's crazy too because I'm still okay with people calling main games. I get it. It rhymes.
It
It
sticks.
sounds. It sticks, right? But I changed the channel to Main's World because I there's a lot more to me than just games, and I
Hmm.
haven't gotten a chance to really show that yet because I've got some other things going on. But I want to showcase and have that channel to be the place where you won't just get gaming from me. You'll get my thoughts on, like I did a review, not a review, but I did a reaction to a Dragon Ball fan made Dragon Ball movie. You may get some content about me, reacting to singers or music. I just felt like being able to have that channel where all of that is all encompassing. That's it's Main's world. Like that's if you
Hmm.
go to my channel, you'll see all of the things that I'm interested in, and that's kind of why I changed that. And it was something that I thought about like months before I did it, but I was like on the fence about it. I was like, nah, I should just keep. I should just make another channel, and then I'm just studying YouTube and looking at how things work and how things are operating now. I'm glad that I did because there's some things there that at first before I wasn't going to be able to felt like I could make all that content on one channel and make it still be something that could evolve and grow. But I felt like it was more just a way to express myself, and for those who rock with it, cool. And that will be a place where they could get to know me a little more and all of the things that I'm interested in doing.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm 100 on that because you see how my channel is, dude. It's not just gaming. I'm a gamer, but I love socializing with people,
Yeah,
and you never know what you're gonna get on the climax, man. I
right.
mean, Lena just had a dog head right there. I don't know where
I
that came
know the
from.
dog like hopped up
You know,
out of nowhere, and I'm just like, okay.
just dog popping out of nowhere,
That
man.
dog came in and what the hell y'all doing in here?
What y'all doing? What's going on here,
Somebody cooking?
dude? That is crazy. So,
Well, she
bro.
first started to like, so I guess someone's going in and out. So she heard someone like close their door and like to the car. And then all
Yeah.
of a sudden she made like this little like growl noise. And I just looked at her and then she just
Oh
got up and
hell.
walked up here and got up on the bed. And I was just like, oh God.
Oh yeah. Now see where I come from. That's where we cut the lights on because
Mm,
that means the dog start growling. That means something in here that we can't see. Nope.
bro.
Oh no, not our dog. If
Oh,
she's
okay.
sleeping, she's not getting up for nothing. I literally say she's like the worst guard dog because she'll let like people she's never met before walk in our house and would
Mm-mm.
not bark. But then when we walk in the house, she barks, and we're like, that just makes no sense. Like someone can walk up in this house and we wouldn't even know.
Come on, dog. Get your priorities together.
Hey, not only that, man, tell that dog to get his own time on the show, man. We taking up main game time, man. Main's world. This Main's world right now, man. So I wanted to ask you a question. I wanted to ask this. So we had Lo-Fi Monk on
Yeah.
the show last week, and we interviewed him, and we kind of ran out of time. I wanted to ask him this question. I'm gonna ask you, um, what kind of I know you're a gamer.
Yeah.
What type of gamer, or what is something that gamers do
Mhm.
that you just despise, bro? Like when you playing with them. Like what
Okay.
type of you hear about gamers? Everybody
Yeah.
like what is that thing, man?
You know what? Honestly, and this kind of flows into just my overall just where I'm at right now. Just I don't like complainers, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like playing a game and somebody's playing the game, but they're complaining about the game. You know what I mean? Like that bothers me. Like if we're playing a game of Destiny and somebody's like, "Oh my God, the way that they have this stupid hitbox, I just can't shoot it." Bro, don't get out of my ear with that, bro. I'm not.
Bro,
I'm
there's
not.
like
I'm
so
not
many
trying to
games.
have that in
Stop
my
playing
in my.
Destiny then. Stop
Yeah,
playing
man.
Destiny.
There you go. You at any time you can, you know what I mean? Like you can
Right.
push end or you can leave the game. I think that to me, like I think when I'm playing, it's just I'm always trying to have a space of just positivity and just being chill and just cool. And then so like when somebody gets my space and they just start, I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's it. But I would say that's the only thing that I would say that really bothers me when playing games. But other than that, I would say that the one thing that does get on my nerves outside of that, like if I'm, Twitter or whatever, one thing that really kind of gets on my nerves is when people bash developers or
Mm.
certain entities in gaming. You know, having worked. Now, I'm not saying this like, oh, I have this insight or information, but when I worked at places like GameStop, you got to have a little bit of insight into the reasons why things are delayed and all these different things. And so I've grown up to learn as things happen and making games is hard. And sometimes there's
Mm-hmm.
investors that have deadlines and all these different things that go into this package of math and colors and vectors and all these different things and music that a lot of people where they may be passionate about it, sometimes it gets displaced in a way that comes across just very nasty and sometimes ungrateful. And that is one of those things that also just I just that puts me off a lot too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Lena, you got a question for him?
Um,
Anime?
yes, anime. What kind of animes are you into?
So right now I'm getting ready to watch the third episode of Chainsaw Man.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, that
I never
that
heard that one.
just came out. That's ooh,
I just recently heard about that one. I think 2 days ago,
ooh,
actually. So, yeah.
ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching that tonight, episode three. It's a good show. Very interesting, but it's a good show. I just finished Cowboy Bebop for the fourth time. That's my favorite
Okay.
anime of all time. Um, and I'm kind of eclectic with that too. I watch all different kinds. As far as my backlog, I'm looking forward to getting into Mobile Suit Gundam: The Witch of Mars. That's recently came out. Trying to get back into that slowly but surely. But I love
Yeah.
all kinds of anime and storytelling, and just being able to see how like I'm fascinated by how stories that people can write and they have these stories and if you just look at them on paper, they're just words. But if you put them on a screen or anywhere else, they can look totally different, right? It's
Yeah.
it's just a creative thing. I can easily turn episode of Psychopaths into a live action show, right? You can do that, but somehow, some way, it being animated makes it that much more interesting. And so that's another thing I love about anime. But I'm there's all kind of stuff that we can talk about with anime. I just
Man, I got a question related to
yeah,
Cowboy Bebop.
yeah.
Now, what did you think about, and give me your honest opinion, what did you
Mhm.
think about the live action version they did on, I think it popped up on Netflix or whatever, but what do you
Mhm.
think about that one?
Okay, so the first episode was put off, and I usually give things. I have a 3 episode rule. If I get enough information within 3 episodes, you got me.
Hmm.
First episode, I was like, I don't know. You know what I mean? But I didn't like the camera work. I'm also a cinema guy, so I love camera work and I love all that stuff. And the way that they had some of the shots and some of the way that they moved the camera, I wasn't a fan of it. It had this kind of almost noir look, like pulpy kind of look, and I wasn't really feeling that. That was episode one. Episode two, I said, you know what, this is my show. I wanted to stick, stick it through at least 3 episodes. Episode two, I kind of looked past that and was like, okay, we should be
Hmm.
getting somewhere. And episode three, I was like, you know what? As much as I probably wouldn't have made some of the choices that they made, I respect it for what it is. It's not a sequel to a franchise or a series that I love so much.
It's a remake.
Right?
Hmm.
Live action reimagining at that. And so from that part, from that standpoint, I removed the super fan in me and looked at it as if this is just a new version, a new way of breathing life into this story, and I need to enjoy it as such. I need to let go of Cowboy Bebop the animated series. This is not what this is, and watch it as it's a new piece of content. And that's what I did. And actually, I enjoyed it. It wasn't that bad.
Okay. What about so are you into like superheroes?
I am. I am.
All right. Who's your favorite superhero?
Ooh.
If you could pick one, you can pick one.
Favorite
if-
superhero.
If you got 3 favorites, then give me all 3.
I do have 3 favorites.
Go for it.
In no particular order. I'm a big fan of Storm.
Okay.
Storm, to me, is one of the dopest written characters in comics. She's strong. She's intelligent, and I've always been fascinated with the weather too. It's currently raining out here, and to be able to see somebody who looks like me but who can control the weather, but has poise and has strength and can carry herself in a way that is regal and royal, like royalty. It and how strong she is. It always like fascinated me. I love that character. And I will always love that character. 2, I would say that the other one is okay. This kind of goes from 1 to 2, sometimes back and forth. I'm a big fan of man, I feel like I don't even know if I want to say this right now, but because I feel like the last one is going to be kind of like a letdown. But the second one, I love Aquaman.
Aquaman? Okay.
I like Aquaman.
So stop right there.
Okay.
That's all I need. Let me ask you this.
So stop right there. That's all I
Who
need.
will win in the fight? Aquaman or Storm?
Storm. Here's
Okay.
what.
Who will win in the fight, Storm or Batman?
Now here's the thing.
Nah.
I think Storm too.
Storm
Batman has
also?
contingencies. Here's why.
Man, get out of here, bro.
Here's why.
Get
I'll tell
out
you
of
why.
here, bro.
I'll tell you why. Storm is what they call an Omega level mutant.
Yeah.
And so that's, and I think that some people don't understand how her powers work. And she once in the comics took the air, or pretty much evaporated all of the moisture from the air
Mm-hmm.
and started to suffocate people.
Right.
She could create a bubble under, in the water and breathe. She can also at the same time take that away.
She controls everything.
So that's what I'm saying. So as far as Batman, unless he has a suit that will be able to regulate and kind of keep her at bay, I don't know how what situation how that will work.
This is the Man versus Woman show.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Batman fan. If you would have said Batman, you would have got $1 million in your pocket right now. Hey, so that's all the time we have right now, man, for the show. I just wanted to mess around with Mayne Game, man. Brother, you are always welcome back on the Man versus Woman show, man. Make sure you make your self available whenever you can. I know you had this tight schedule and everything, man. I'm sorry that the dog tried to come in and steal some of your shine, man.
Like, come on,
Josie, why they hating on you?
Right, Josie, that's the name. Where's Josie?
Yeah, Josie.
Josie, where you bring your ass over on this camera?
Come here, Josie. Come here. She's looking at me like, "Are you sure?"
Come on, get her on camera.
Come here, Josie. Come here.
Right now.
We had to go. We had to go over our time to give you extra time.
Come on.
we just pulling time from somewhere.
Right.
So
well, Josie, next time I see you, Josie,
I can't see her because of how light she is.
Josie, next time you interrupt me, man, I'm coming for you, man. Don't do that again,
I like
man.
how she slightly looked at you like, yeah, okay. Wait, Josie.
Look, hey, so man, look, I want to say shout out to everybody that was in the chat, man. The chat was on fire today. Thank y'all for the support, man. Mayne, I put Mayne's World description, the link to his YouTube. Where else can they find you, Mayne?
Oh man, you can find me man, on Twitter. That's at Mayne. I believe that's Mayne's World. I believe I changed that. I believe if not Mayne Games, I can't remember. I'm getting ready to be on Instagram soon. I would say hold off on that one soon. But honestly, just YouTube. I do have a Twitch. I want to get back into that again soon. And that's also at Mayne Games as well. But you know what, you guys, I just like to chill and have fun and do things with my peeps and put out some content that I feel like may bring value or that speaks to just who I am. So if you guys dig that kind of content, absolutely come through and check that out. And I look forward to talking to you, meeting up with you, chatting with you, whatever it is. And we'll leave it at that.
For sure. But look, guys, y'all heard it right now on the Man versus Woman show. Catch the next episode of Man versus Woman next Wednesday. We're gonna have another special guest here. Y'all take care out there. Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Oh, hold on. I forgot to do this because if I don't do this, my daughter gonna get me. So last time I shout out two of my daughters and my youngest daughter, like, you didn't shout me out. So Bobo, I'm shouting you out now. I love you. This is your shout out, girl. And you keep on doing good in school as well.
You go ahead, girl.
Right? Y'all take care out there.
Peace,
My
y'all.
timeline,
She watch.
on my Instagram,
Blowing kiss.
all on my Twitter page.
Retweet. Duck face on me.
She on her timeline,
She lurk.
on her Instagram,
Taking pics.
all on her Twitter
Them pretty
page.
lips. Duck face on me.
She on my timeline,
She
my
watch.
timeline, my Instagram,
Blowing
my
kiss.
Instagram, my Twitter page, my Twitter
Retweet.
page.
Duck face on me.
Her timeline, her timeline, her Instagram, her
Taking
Instagram, her
pics.
Twitter
Them
page, her
pretty
Twitter
lips.
page.
Duck face on me.
My timeline, my timeline, my Instagram, my Instagram, my Twitter page, my Twitter page.
Duck face on me.